Driven by compassion and justice rather than vitriolic party politics, Heckler cannot fit into any box, then or now. Under her banner, there is room for all Americans, Republicans, Democrats, independents, immigrants, veterans, minorities, people of faith, women, the terminally ill, and more. Margaret Heckler was a paragon of a bygone era worthy of emulation. Her legacy is of successes, both pragmatic and visionary, that continue to have an impact on American lives today. A fierce warrior for women's rights, in 1974 she authored and sponsored the Equal Credit Opportunity Act in the House of Representatives, which, for the first time in American history, gave women the right to credit in their own name, giving women their own financial power. As one of the primary sponsors of the Equal Rights Amendment, she advocated for women to be enshrined in the Constitution, paving a path for tomorrow's daughters. As Secretary of Health and Human Services, Heckler commissioned the Heckler Report to address health disparities among American minorities, championed early AIDS research and treatment, and crafted the first federalized hospice program from scratch. Heckler was acutely aware of the price her Irish immigrant parents paid to become Americans, which instilled in her a deep responsibility to ensure all present and future Americans had access to enjoy a flourishing life in the United States. Margaret Heckler was one part career trailblazer, one part celebrity, and one part mother of three. A 5'2" strawberry blonde, she could carry an entire room with her Irish wit, enticing anyone from an immigrant worker in a textile factory to a presidential hopeful in a post-campaign speech back room. Not one to bend to any status quo, Heckler broke most social conventions to accomplish the near impossible in the 1950s and 1960s, courageously making her way into rooms where few women had been invited before. Heckler's allure was sincere, and her effect on the best aspects of modern America was monumental. Most of these career-shaping successes found their start in rooms of men who issued firm vetoes to her ideas and legislative goals. When she encountered these barriers, she used her femininity to set others at ease. She knew when to use the velvet glove and when to turn on the fire. To understand what drove Margaret Heckler's passionate desire for justice, as well as her ascension in national politics at the age of 35, we must first understand the intimate details of her rejection at birth by her father, a poor and troubled young man by the name of John O'Shaughnessy, known to all as Jack. This permanent wound of her father's abandonment, and the inability of her mother Bridget to stand up to him, carved Margaret's deep internal wells of compassion, courage, and conviction, which would come to define her bold, bipartisan legacy.